Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Welcome to my live. And if you happen to be watching later, welcome to the replay. I'm so glad that you were able to join me either this evening or on the replay. And if you happen to be looking for inexpensive, easy to use, easy to clean, DIY home decor and gift ideas, you happen to be in the right place. My name is Robin, and I'm with Robin's Egg Blue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. So this evening we will be using silkscreen, reusable transfers, and chalk paste to create some one-of-a-kind little beaded box frame ornaments. Once you hop on, say hi in the comments, tell me where you're watching from. I want to let you know that I'm using an online platform called StreamYard, so I'm live in 3 locations this evening. So if you hear me refer to a comment that you don't see in your feed, that person may be viewing and watching and commenting from a different platform. Also, if you're watching from my Facebook group, if you wouldn't mind giving StreamYard permission to pin your profile name and pic to your comment, there is a permission link in the description of the video. If you don't click that link and you happen to comment, then your comment may show up as Facebook user and I won't know who to say hi to. Speaking of saying hi, I see that Bonita is on. Welcome. Also, Jason is watching from the other side of the door. And if at any time you happen to be watching and you happen to like this project and you want to share it with other people, make sure that you spread that chalk love around Facebook and YouTube. Tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. Also, if you wouldn't mind at some point hitting that thumbs up or the heart button, I would greatly appreciate it. So with that, let's turn on the overhead camera. Oops. There it is. And I want that one, but I want those flipped. So there we go. Move that out of the way, and I apologize. I do have a cough drop in my mouth. It's either listen to me suck on a cough drop or listen to me cough. I think you'd rather listen to not listen to me cough, so my apologies. So tonight we are using the size C 12 by 18 Freaking Jolly transfer. It is a size C 12 by 18 transfer. It is in it has 6 different pieces to it. Because of the way I store these, I actually have already cut them apart, and I actually even trimmed a few so that they would fit on a backer sheet. But you will notice these do have cut lines, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the. I'm just going to score them for right now, but you're welcome to cut them in half. So I just lift up the transfer and I just score down that line. That way I can separate these into 2 different pieces for now. But I do store this size with my size A, so I will eventually cut them apart, and I probably will have to trim around these so that they fit in my box frames. These are also reusable, so I'm just looking for my Sharpie pen, which I can never find. I used to have a bunch of little ones in here, but I have managed to lose my Sharpie. Oh, I see it clear back there. I'm going to have to reach. Oh, fell out. Okay, so because these are reusable and because I will want to return them to their backer sheet when I'm done cleaning, I'm just going to write the word back, and I'm going to write Freaking Jolly. And then I'm going to put Santa, because that's that one up there. Sweet. And I'm doing this so that when I'm done cleaning all of these transfers and they're ready to put back on their backer sheet, if I denote that this is the back side, then I know to put my transfer down on this side. This one is lit. That one is nice list. Okay. I'll put that back where it goes. So we've got Lit as a Christmas Tree. The Nice List Can't Handle Me. Santa, Stop Judging Me. Sweet But Twisted. I Am Freaking Jolly. And Oh Snap. I think these are so cute. So I have, these were from my stash. These are just an inexpensive version of our 5x5 box frame. I have a ton of these in my stash and they'll fit perfect, but this is the exact same size as our box frame. Jason says those transfers are great. So I stained with a quotation mark, these three with the Waverly Antique Wax. And then these I kind of faux stained, painted with some watered down paint, and I mixed raw umber and Deco Art dark chocolate and just kind of mixed them together, and I watered it down, and that's what I painted these with. So the next thing we're going to do is, before we get to the transfers, is use a little bit of Waverly white paint, chalk paint, and just kind of distress paint the inside. And if I get too messy, then I'll end up just doing the whole thing. But we'll see. So I have a chip brush here. And if you're doing dry brushing, you want to have a brush with stiffer bristles. You don't really want to have one with these smoother, silkier nylon bristles. You really want like a cheap chip brush or stencil brush, something with some really stiff bristles. So I'm just going to dip my brush into a little bit of paint, and then I'm literally going to get off as much as I can. This is why it's called dry brushing. And you always want to start with a little bit because you can always add to it, but you can't take off. So if you need to, you can do layers. Again, this is one of those things I probably should have done ahead of time, but I don't have enough hours in the day to do everything ahead of time some days. If you're worried about getting it on the sides, you can always tape your sides. Try to get some more in the middle. Oh, that might be more than I wanted, but I can always. Just kind of blending it in from the sides. So that's what we have there. Just adding a little bit more in, just to make it, my stain is kind of showing through a little bit. So it's kind of giving me a, kind of some brown vibes, some tan vibes. So how's everyone's week been? So there's that. Let's do a darker one. See what that's going to look like. Does anybody have any fun weekend plans? Anybody headed out of town for a long holiday weekend? If anyone else think it's crazy that Thanksgiving is already next weekend? Holy moly. Jason says, good week, but glad it's the weekend. Ready to go to see and sell. Me too. Okay, so there's the darker one. I just want enough white paint in there to give a good background to the different transfers, and I may not do all 6 of those on camera, but I want to do a good variety. I'm in an ornament swap, so these will be in one of my door hanger painting groups, one of my creative groups. So a couple of these will be heading off to a southern state here pretty soon. So this was a perfect night to pull out this transfer to get my little ornament swaps done. And I want to add some embellishments, so I don't want to take all my time with you all working on these backgrounds. I want to get on to the good stuff. Some more in that corner. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. We'll do these 3. Get that out of the way. Set my paintbrush down there. I need a wet wipe. I'm going to wrap my brush in a wet wipe because I will use it later to finish the other 3 ornaments. I don't want it drying out. And if I don't clean off my hands, I will get white paint everywhere. Okay. I do think I want to wax these, especially because this paint had a lot of water in it, so it has raised up a lot of those wood fibers. I probably should also sand it, but I'm afraid I'll sand off some of my white. But let's just give it a real quick sand. just enough to smooth it all out again. Now we'll wax. So I'm just using some Couture surface wax. Just to kind of help fill in some of those little ridges that might be there in the surface of my wood. So I'm going to buff that out. Oops. Can't get any wax out of the lid. So I'm going to buff that. And the last one. Don't forget to say hi when you hop on, so I know who's here. I'd love to say hi to you. I have put a cart link in the description of the video. I have linked the Couture box frames. These are not Couture, but they are very similar in make and size. Couture ones are a lot better quality than these, but I have these in my stash already. So I had painted these three. I've stained them with the Waverly Antique Wax. These three I faux stained with a watered down mixture of art acrylic raw umber and deco art milk chocolate. I just used a paintbrush. And then to the inside we added some dry brushing of Waverly white chalk paste to the inside. And now we are ready to break out the transfers. So I think I'm going to use Oh Snap, I'm Freaking Jolly, and probably Lit as a Christmas Tree, just because I know the humor of the person that these are going to. So I have to get out some more colors. I've pulled out Candy Apple, Forest, Bark, because we'll be doing the Gingerbread Man, Couture Teal, and then I'll probably have to pull out a couple more for like the Christmas lights and things like that. So let's do I Am Freaking Jolly first. And I have my towel inside out. So I'm just putting this on my fuzz towel. I just want to knock back a little bit of that adhesive since this transfer is new. Just another layer of protection so that my transfer doesn't stick so hard to my wood surface that it either pulls up the wood fibers or it stretches and pulls my transfer when I go to remove it. So I may have to stick my head in here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to gauge if, oh, I have to pull it up some. That's a little better. So I did trim this one, and I still have to kind of roll it up over the edge of the box frame up the sides. That should work. So now I just got to figure out what colors I want to do. I think I'll also pull out black. So I think we'll do I Am Freaking in black. We'll do red and jolly. And then I'll do like forest red and couture teal. I know the teal isn't a traditional Christmas color, but it's a fun color. So that's what we're going to go with. Hello, whoever just happened to hop on. Let me see who that is. It is Miss Amanda. Welcome. Put that there in case I can't see. So we are working on Christmas ornaments this evening. I'm using these 5x5 box frames and the the size C Freaking Jolly transfer. It has this Freaking Jolly, Oh Snap, and then Lit as a Christmas Tree, The Nice List, Can't Handle Me, Santa, Stop Judging Me, and Sweet But Twisted. And I'm only going to do 3 on the air, on the live, just because I do want to add some embellishments to some of these. So if I try to do all 6, we would be here forever. And these are for an ornament exchange I'm part of. Let's get some squeegees. And let's get a multi-tool. Amanda says those are fun. They are. They're really cute. Kind of snarky. Okay, so we're going to do Jolly in red. So I just have a little bit on my squeegee. I'm just going to drag my squeegee across the silk screen area. Okay, and then we'll do this ornament in red. And I'm not going to try to do a lot of the details just because this is such a small area. Let's do this one in forest. Whew, that's a tight fit. And then Couture teal. I feel like I'm racing against the clock. I'm going to pull that part of it up. Amanda said she moved so I can see. Well, now that I know who it was, I just had to go peek. But you're good. So I'm just releasing this portion from the silk screen, because if you let your paste dry in the silk screen, when you go to pull up the transfer, it may pull up all of that dried paste, and that would be a bummer. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in and burnish the I Am Freaking. I'm going to use my multi-tool, and we'll do that in black. And hopefully that doesn't run. So I'm going to use a really light hand, because black can kind of feather sometimes, especially with like a wood grain surface. Oops. I don't know if I had my G down very well. I'm going to go back in and even all that out. Make sure I got all the tips and the toes of my letters. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here on my towel, and I have a squirt bottle, and I'm just going to water down all of that paste so it doesn't dry in my transfer, so that it makes it, and that just makes it easier to clean. So here is the, I don't know if you can, there, I Am Freaking Jolly. Super cute, love the colors. So there's that one. Then we'll do this dark one and see what it looks like. Oh boy, I have some spammers on YouTube. Had to put a few people in timeout and block them. Jason says that looks good. Awesome colors. Okay, so let's move on to the Oh Snap. He's super cute. So let's get my fuzz towel out again. Well, I want YouTube viewers, but not yucky YouTube viewers. So again, I'm just knocking back a little bit of the fuzz. I'm fuzzing the back side of my transfer with some of the lint that's on this towel. So you can see I have pre-trimmed some of these because I knew they wouldn't fit. That's just a lot of excess transfer to have to smush down in here. In fact, I'm going to trim a little more off. Don't be afraid to cut your transfers however you want. I would just make sure you leave a little bit of negative or a little bit of border around. That way you're not as apt to paste off of the edge of the transfer that way if you leave a little bit of border. There, that's better. So now I just need to see how it lines up on the edges. Whew, that's going to be tight. So I'm just going to burnish it down. it is super close on this inside edge. So I'm going to add a little bit of painter's tape along that edge to kind of just give me a little bit of extra real estate to paste on, and that way I don't get it on my edges. And that's about the only side. Okay, so let's pull out our bark for the gingerbread guy. Give me some room here. I get a skinnier squeegee, I think. And I'm just going to cut one of these. Don't be afraid to cut your squeegees either if you need some smaller pieces. Okay, let's do the gingerbread guy. We'll do him in bark. Okay, so there's our gingerbread dude. I'm going to pull him up. So I'm just using the pointy end of the detail tool to kind of get in there and pull up that edge. So now let's burnish down the word snap. And I think we'll do the word O in candy apple red. And I think we'll do snap in the forest. And you'll notice I keep turning my project. I like to paste away from where I don't want to paste. So right now I'm pulling away from the frame edge. If I turn it this way, I'm pulling away from the snap that I don't want to chalk in. And again, I'm pulling away from the other edge. It's just easier for me to do it that way. Make sure I got all of the letters covered. Pull that off. Let's get in there with, pull it up from this side. And then we'll dry that. Now we'll do the word snap, burnish that back down. And we'll use forest green. I'm just turning it so that I can, oopsie, I think I went off the edge there. Probably should have taped right there, but I didn't. Let's see if we can get that off. Okay, so I'm going to spray that one down. And then let's get a Q-tip. Just going to spray a little bit of water on my table. I went over the edge just a tad. You can barely see it. I'm just going to I can go back in there with a small dry brush and get that green out of the bottom. But there's Oh Snap. Super cute. He's cute. Okay. So then I think we'll do this lit as a Christmas tree. And I think I'm probably going to, oops, I don't know if that's going to fit. That one does not fit. That one doesn't either. So maybe Santa. And that one may be too big too. Let's try. I have an idea with this lit as a Christmas tree. Okay, so if we put I'm going to put the lit down first. Let's give it a fuzz. Knock back some of that adhesive. And then I am going to trim a little bit. Again, I'm going to leave myself a tiny bit of border. And if you wanted to, you could even separate the light strand from the actual transfer. Again, whatever floats your boat. I just need to get rid of some of this bulk. So let's add let's get it straight in there. Of course, I don't think I cut my transfer straight, but okay. So I'm going to try to do my light strand in forest, and then my lights in Couture teal and red. I'm a mess. So let's get some of this forest. Of course, when I'm having to be really careful is when I start coughing. Okay. Oh man. Okie doke. Let's see how quickly I can do these lights. Okay, let's do teal. Okay, let's hope my forest didn't dry on me. Nope, but I didn't get very much into that red. Okay, so let's get that dried. Okie doke. And some of the oh, Jason, he says forest usually doesn't dry. Forest usually runs. It's a terrible joke. Funny, but terrible. Okay, so I understand that most of my the as a Christmas tree is going to go over the Christmas lights. So I actually may break out like some gold color. because I don't think black will show over the forest and white won't show up with this background. I could also just put lit. Let's dig out some gold and see. I'm just going to gently burnish those letters down because I don't want the adhesive on the back side of my transfer to stick a lot to that paste that's already on there. This is so dry. Okay, so let's try it and see what happens. If all else fails, we can always sand it off. And I want to try to alleviate as many squeegee passes, which I'm not doing, because I don't want to reactivate the paste underneath, but I'm not heeding my own advice very well. So let's see. Now I'm going to pull it up very gently. Can't see that very well. I'm going to really load it up. Not terrible. It did pull up a tiny bit. Kind of hard to see, but I probably should have just stuck with the word lit. Oh, that's hot. Okay. Yeah, I should have just stuck with the word lit and the lights. It's kind of hard to see that as a Christmas tree. Okay. So now the fun part. Let's where to put all this junk. Okay, I want to keep these 3 colors out because I'll still use them for the next part. I'm going to move all my messy tools out of the way. I am going to just pop, well, just for a little bit. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. Let's clean up some of our mess a little bit. Okay, so I want to add some embellishments to the top. So I'm going to be adding some cup hooks. Let's get those unwrapped. And then I'm going to be using some wire or something. But then I also want to add some beads onto my wire. So that's where these 3 colors are coming in. So I have my little half egg dish. So I have 3 different frames. So I want 3 of each, 3 beads in each color. So I just have some cut off bamboo skewers here. They've been well used. I don't need the rest. Actually, it's got a big dent in it. Put the rest away. And then let's get out some distilled water. I'm going to do this just like I watercolor with the paste. I'm going to spray a little bit of distilled water into my lid, into the lids of my, so let's do teal first. So I'm going to just lightly cover those first. And I have some paint brushes. So I'm going to get a little blob. And my teal is a lot drier than the other 2 colors. So I'm just going to water it down kind of like acrylic paint. So it's just pretty much watered down. And then I like to put my beads on a skewer like this. And then I just use a little container. These egg cartons work great. That way I can use the edge of my paint carton to help secure the bead as I'm turning it to paint it. So I'll just push the other one right up against, right next to it. And when you paint your beads with chalk paste, they are so vibrant. And see, I can use this 3rd bead to kind of help paint the other side, pick up a little bit more color. They dry super fast. Let's get that end. And we'll get this bead. And then to do his end, I just push him towards the other end or the other side, and then we'll get this end of this bead. And then I just kind of spread them apart. Kind of even them out. And then I'll let those dry. And then I'll have to wash that. Okay, so next color, oh, I'm a mess, will be red. So I'll spray a little bit of water into my lid. It's kind of a big paintbrush. So I'm just watering it down. And I'll do the same thing. How's everybody doing out there? Okay, so let's flip it around and we'll do the other edges. Okay, there's that one. Put these down here and I'll spray those down. So now we'll get forest. Those will be some pretty beads. Amanda says she's getting tired. It's late. It is kind of late. Since I already have quite a bit of paste in that lid, we'll just water that down. Anxious to see what this color looks like. It is such a pretty color. Just a hint of blue, but it's such a pretty green. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, letting me go live late. I wanted to go live a little earlier, but we had an after work obligation. And it took a little longer than we were anticipating. I'm glad I pushed my time back a little bit. It gave me a little bit of time to shovel down some dinner and then just rest a little bit. Okay, so we'll let these dry and then we'll work on, we'll just leave those to the side. Spray that paintbrush down a little bit. And because I sprayed distilled water in my lids, it's fine that we'll just let that water seep into the paste and all is well. Okay, let's work on the attachments. I'm just going to use some cup hooks. Figure out what size I want to use. These are a bit shiny, kind of shiny. That's okay. I need 6. total. And this is pretty soft wood. So all I do usually is just poke a hole with my little piercing tool. So I'm going to go in probably about 1/4 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch. And I can just poke a little hole. And then let's see if we can get those somewhat even. So then I'm going to take my little tiny cup hook. So that was my starter hole. And if you want an easy way to twist these, stick a pencil or your paper piercer or even a little screwdriver in there, and that'll help. I'm trying to figure out how I want to. That'll help turn your cup hooks easier. And if you want them to be really secure, you might put a little dab of super glue on the end before you screw it in. So there's one. Oops. Oops. Gonna put that one a little far up, but okay. Put those in. It does help to put a little starter hole. That way you, oops, it's gonna end up crooked. That way they're easier to get started. Hence the term starter hole. Okay, one more. Then we'll get to the really good stuff. So I'm going to put that back that way. Put that one there. Oops. Did I not get enough out? Ah, poop. I missed one. Get another one. Sorry, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have all of the little cup hooks in. Put that away. So I have some paper covered wire. It almost looks like twine, but it has wire in it, and it's that raffia paper, the twisted paper stuff, which I kind of like that. I also have just some plain wire. Just need to figure out which one's going to work. I think these might work. I also kind of like the look of that because it looks like twine. How's it going to bend? Not as easily as wire would. Okay, let's get our beads over here. I think I'm going to use this wire. It's not as thick as I would prefer. Trying to think. I want to add some little, maybe this would work better. Some little loop-de-loops, but I kind of got to get it. I kind of want them to the side. Might work. Okay, so let's stick so let's grab 3 different beads. I might have done my little twirls a little goofy, but okay, so let's put that through there. So I need to bend that up. I want that to lay flat. Sorry, you probably can't see anything about what I'm doing. I don't know if that's going to hang right. That's too big. And then I need to probably cut that off. So that's kind of what I'm going for, although I think I need to have my curlicues more to the side. I just don't know how that's going to hang on a tree, but it is super cute. So there's that right now. Let me trying to think if I had here. Let's put it on here. I don't know if you can see that any better. There's that. So then the beads will just kind of hang down. And actually, I think I will try to wrap the wires around the tails of the wire, around the main wire, but that's kind of the gist of what I'm going for. Jason says they're adorable. So let's get another piece of wire. So I just wanted to train that. If I have something smaller. It's out of a bajillion paintbrushes. Surely one of those would work. So I just wrapped the wire around the paintbrush, and then I'm just flattening them out, which I think that works a little better. I think that'll be a little more to scale, maybe. I want my cup hooks to go vertical or to the side. Okay, so let's get another set of beads. Amanda says they're cute. How big did the boxes are about 5 by 5, So they're just like the Couture box frames, but these were just from my stash. But I do have some extras if anybody would be interested. Let's see. I need to try to flatten. I almost think I need one more twist, but okay, so I probably need to cut that one off. But I don't want to cut it too short. Good grief, Robin. Keep it up here so everyone can see. Oh, that one's going to need some fixing. It is all sorts of cattywampus. Okay, so I can cut this off some more. And then I'll try to bend that piece up. Let's see if I can flatten that a little bit. I'll have to fix the tails so they're not so crazy. Let's see if I can. I think I like the bigger loop-de-loops better. There's that one. I still may have to play with the wire a little bit more. It's kind of shiny. There's that one. It didn't turn out as cute as the other one. I'll kind of have to play. People on the internet make this look a lot easier. Okay, so let's do the last one. So let's go back to this. It seemed to work a little better. Oops. So I'm just kind of pre-bending the ends. Oh boy. But let's put our beads on. See, so I did forest. Turquoise or teal. And then red. And then we can bend it. Bend it like Beckham. Okay, so then let's turn these to the side. So then all I need to do is pinch that one. Pinch that one. Again, I'll still kind of have to work with the ends. That one's a little taller than it probably should be. I'll keep playing. The idea is right. I think I want them a little more rounded. And in fact, the first one ended up cuter. So there's the first one. I think I like it the best, but still, I'll just kind of have to keep playing with them. But that's kind of what we have. That was the gist of what I was going for. And then I have these little, they're like evergreen pipe cleaner type things. They look like faux evergreen, and like you could maybe wrap. Let's get that down so that that bead can go over it. You could wrap it around. Maybe put some wire or some ribbon, and maybe just I may just leave it alone because it looks cute the way they are. I didn't know if that would jazz it up any, but I don't think so. Okay, so that's what we ended up with. Let me find my mouse. Let's do this shot, and I will show you. So there's the oh snap, and I didn't finish the back, but I will. Here is the I'm freaking jolly. Cute little beads. And then lit as a Christmas tree. I really like the beads. I think I like this wire the best, but it's still a little bigger than I would like, but we'll fix them. Okie doke. As far as housekeeping, I did want to let you know that there is a new winter 2022 collection launching on Monday, and I was going to try to give you a quick little sneak peek. So I'm just going to screen share here. Let me see what you see. Okay, so let's do full screen. Okay, so here, oops. Can you see? Let me go back up here. Can you? I think that's what you're seeing. Oh no, you're seeing. Let's close that one. Okay, I got to do that again. Okay, so this is the winter 2022 collection. This is the lookbook. Again, so if you click on certain aspects of the lookbook, it will show you the transfer or the product. So this is a new 8.5 by 11 transfer. Cute little frames, and scrolls, and laurels. So if we go down here, cute little be you, not them. Another size B. These up here are really cute. It says I only use sarcasm periodically, which I think is really funny. And it's like a periodic table. Perfectly imperfect, exists loudly, and homegrown. So that's a size C, 12 by 18. I'm going to make you so proud. Note to self. That would be really cute on a chalk suede notebook cover. This one is my absolute favorite. I'm so excited to get this one. These are mini icons. They're the snarky empowerment minis. I can't totally read the first one, but the second one is no pants zone. Not today, Satan. I want pizza. You're okay, I think, is what it says. Be nice or leave. Selectively social. I can't read some of them from where I'm at, but I think those are super cute. And then down here, Love and Coffee is a C-size transfer. Love Makes a Family. Make sure you guys can, yep, you can see that. Here's a rose, vintage rose pattern, which is really pretty. It's a large 18 by 18 background pattern. This one is being unpaused. I think I've used it before. I used it last Valentine's Day. Cute little wooden X's and O's. That's the transfer that goes with the wooden X's and O's. Here are the wood cutout X's and O's. That one's called Heart to Get. This one is the heart hand brushed heart pattern. This was available last year. I didn't get it, so I'm glad that they are unpausing it. All of me loves all of you. This is a super cute transfer, and it would make some really cute cards. We belong, so it has a lot of sentiments. It has some cute little, like a light bulb, a pear, and strawberry. And I don't know if those are beets or turnips. Can't tell. It's a cute little transfer. And then, of course, there's some Valentine's Day tiered tray items. So the tiered tray accessories are back. We have some new tiered tray cutouts. I think those are really super cute. Here's a cute little Valentine's Day. It's a dual layered transfer. And then this one is a chalk made kit. So it comes with your mini icon transfer. It comes with 4 paste singles, color tray squeegee, and it comes with what they are these little treat packets. So not only you get the cellophane bags, you get the bag toppers, so you can make these cute little Valentine's Day gifts. Like this one says "You're adorable," so it's for Play-Doh. This one down here says "My heart glows for you," so you can put little glow sticks. Have a colorful Valentine's Day for some crayons. Wishes and kisses for you. Have a ball on Valentine's Day. You could put some little bouncy balls in it. Cute little chalk suede treat bag Valentine's Day kit. Your kiddos could totally do these. Super cute. And then this transfer is cute. XO Be Mine. So there's it's very similar to the transfer that we used this evening. It's made for the box frames. Hugs and Kisses, which is perfect for the 3-piece block set. And then I'm super excited about this one. It's the ASL I Love You hand sign, which is our family wave. So my grandparents were both deaf, and that was just kind of how our family said bye to each other. Valentine Kisses, and then Hello Valentine. This one is Hello Valentine, and that's being unpaused from last year as well. Cute little, excuse me, St. Patrick's Day icons. Love this little rainbow. A new little St. Patrick's Day paste palette pack. And that is it. So some fun stuff. I'm super excited. Okie doke. So again, here's what we made. Cute little ornaments. They're kind of oversized ornaments, but that was kind of what the swap I'm in is for. So Amanda said they all came out awesome. My stuff is so cute. Well, thank you. Speaking of stuff, if you're local to me, my booth has a new home at the All Eyes on You Lash Loft and Studio. It's on it's at 905 East Crawford. Trying to think. So if you knew where CJ's was, it's directly across the street to the north. So I didn't have to go very far. So yeah, check it out there. There's a couple of other vendors that are in there. Lots of cute homemade stuff. I should be live again on Sunday. Tomorrow we're busy with other things, so I won't be live until Sunday. I do appreciate you hanging out with me this evening. And I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching.